Hi, this is Jennifer Heffentrigger. This is for class Earl 216 WA. And this is my video for our predictable book. And I chose the book Owl Babies. Okay. This is Owl Babies by Martin Waddell and Patrick Benson. He's the illustrator. He's the one that draws that's right, pictures. Once there were, who can tell me how many babies they see? Right, one, two, three. Three owl babies. Their names were Sarah and Percy and Bill. And I just happen to have little Bill right here. Do we see how small little Bill is compared to his brothers and sisters? Yep. And they lived in a hole in the trunk of a tree with their owl mother. Here's owl mother. And the hole had twigs and leaves and owl feathers in it because it was their house. Say, do our house have those kind of things in them to make it all snug and warm? Say, you're right. No, they don't, right? When we want to be snug and warm, even when we're at school at nap time, right? We might use a sheet, right? What else? Yep, some blankets, right? And maybe a stuffed animal to keep us cozy and warm. One night they woke up and Owl Mother was gone. Where's Mommy? Asked Sarah. Oh my goodness, said Percy. I want my Mommy, said Bill. Does anybody know how Bill is feeling right here in this picture? Right? Yeah, he looks sad, right? And he has that feeling that we don't talk about very often. He's starting to feel a little bit worried, right? That Mommy's not going to come back. Like when you go to school and you feel like, uh-oh, Mommy's never going to come get me or Daddy's not going to come get me. Who's ever felt like that? Yep, raise your hand. Yeah, sometimes when it's something new, right? Well, he started to feel worried. The owl babies thought, they put their thinking caps on like we talk about, because all owls think a lot. I think she's gone hunting, said Sarah. To get us food, said Percy. But Bill always says, I want my Mommy. Look, he looks so worried. Can we see how his face droops? Yeah, he's looking worried. But their owl mother didn't come. So the owl babies came out of their house. Who remembers what their house was? That's right, it was the hole in the tree. Yep, with the leaves and the nest, right, with all those twigs and their feathers. And they went out and they sat out on the tree branch and they waited. And we know it's hard to wait sometimes, right? Even for us, like waiting our turn when we want to go on the climber outside. So hard. I see that all the time, but you are getting really good at that. A big branch for Sarah. There was a small branch. See the skinnier branch right there for Percy. And Ivy and Bill sat on some ivy. She'll be back, said Sarah. Back soon, said Percy. And what does Bill say? Remembers, what does he always say? That's right. I want my Mommy, said Bill. But then it was nighttime. Because remember, owls come out at night. And it was dark in the woods. And they had to be brave, right? That's another one of those feelings we talk about. When you're a little bit scared to do something, but you do it anyway. For the things began to move in the night. Right? What kind of things do you think will move around in the night if you were up in a tree? Right? Maybe some other animals that come out at night? What kind of animals come out at night? Right? Like raccoons, maybe a skunk, P.U., right? But they hear it with their ears. She will bring us mice and things that are nice, said Sarah. I suppose so, said Percy. But what does Bill say? That's right. I want my mommy, said Bill. So they sat and they thought, because what did they put on? That's right. Remember, they always put on their thinking caps. I think we should all sit on my branch, said Sarah. And they did, and all three sat together. And I wonder, do you think that maybe that gave them some comfort to want to sit all together? Suppose she got lost, said Sarah. What if a fox got her? Said Percy. And what does Bill say? That's right. I want my mommy. Uh-oh, it sounds like they're all starting to feel a little bit worried because their mama hasn't come back yet. Yeah, it sounds like they're all starting to feel a little worried. And the baby owls closed their eyes really tight. Can you close your eyes really tight? Oh, and they began to wish how their mama would come home. And then, with a big swoosh, she came, soft and silent. She swooped through the trees, right to Sarah, Percy, and Bill. Mommy! They cried, and they flapped their wings, and they danced on that branch, and they bounced up and down. There they are. They look what, happy or sad? Now that Mama came home. Yeah, you're right. They all look very happy now and excited, right? Whew, what is all of this fuss? Their owl mother asked. You knew that I would come back. And the baby owls thought, because remember, they all think, right, a lot. I knew it, said Sarah. I knew it, said Percy. I love you, Mommy, said Bill. The end. Now, boys and girls, since we just learned about the owl babies, Miss Jem will put this book out on the table, and I'm going to put Bill out, and I am going to put out the mama owl. So I want you to think about, while you're playing, how can you make Sarah and Percy? What are some things that we could do so that we could retell this story? Right, maybe we could go to the art center. That's a good idea. We could draw them, right? We could think about them in shapes and how do we draw them, right? And we could make a puppet out of them. Maybe add some feathers to it. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right. Okay, thank you.